Delivery to him on the way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Hit hard to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We played 4 full. It's the Rockies 3 and the Dodgers nothing. John Lane will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Yeah, he just chased out of the zone on that first pitch. This time he started to, but he wisely pulled it back.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit out towards second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, that's a good job here to plate their second run of the inning. Just a simple ground ball.
Leading off the inning, John Lane, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Boy, no messing around here in this ninth inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitching. That's usually a fastball.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out.
And, guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance by the gentleman you see right here. Brett Anderson. Strike opposed. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his...
Tuesday night baseball here on the show from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the... John Lane will get his first shot down, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. Into the windup and the pitch. Line drive to center field. Blackman will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. On to the second now at Dodger Stadium. John Lane digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
John Lane.
Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff. Stepping in, John Lane, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
On the ground near home, Garneau scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number 5, shortstop.
John Lane leads it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium.
Third baseman, John Lane.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Parra is there, and that's not the way you want to start the bottom of the 8th. 1 pitch. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, John Lane. But a single here could.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple.
0-1.
See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. McGee's ready. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. Big home run that turned out to be the decisive.
With the picturesque San Gabriel Mountains in the background, a look at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. John Lane will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. These Rockies, Eric Karros, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And any time you can come into someone else's house and come out of it with a sweep really lifts your.
Swing and a little tapper. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Into the box now, John Lane. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded to the right. And he is in there.
He's in there. And he just did everything right here on the mound.
John Lane steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First things first, here's a throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's. First pitch on its way. There goes the runner. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to get. John Lane leads it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium.
John Lane.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, that one got the pitcher. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
You wonder if this is a ball that he probably should have just held on to. Instead, he tries to force it to first, and I think
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't.
We are under the lights here on a Friday night at AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series. John Lane will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Samardzija sets. Here comes the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. EK, you look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
And they've got to feel good about where they stand in the division. They're on top. They're playing well. But remember, it's only May, so this thing's a long way from being over.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, some call Simmons a pitcher's umpire because he's been known to have a wide zone at times, but I think he evens it out, to be honest with you. Pretty fair overall.
John Lane will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Duffy in foul ground. And that's the 3rd out. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Leading off the inning, John Lane. And they'll need him to get something going here. Samardzija's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
So the shutout's still intact here in the 6th as we check. John Lane will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Samardzija gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Pence on the move. And no shot for Pence. This is going to land foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery.
That's a ball.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Okay.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They still find themselves down 6. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into...
A truly gorgeous afternoon for baseball now from sunny AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend. Dodgers and the San Francisco Giants. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. John Lane steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Eric Karros, this Giant ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over. Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up. Into the box now, John Lane. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To Crawford for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. So it appears he's going to leave the game here as he... Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Lane, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul.
Foul ball.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
2 strikes.
All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. On the ground for Crawford. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first, and they get the double play. John Lane will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far.
Now batting, third baseman, John Lane.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Here's a high pop-up. Crawford is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Striding into the box, John Lane. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
John Lane.
He's set. Here it comes. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Belted high and deep into right center. Franklin going back on it. Still going back. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Yeah, and no matter how many of these you see in your lifetime, this is still one of the most exciting plays in all of baseball. You can see he's not stopping rounding second base, and he makes it all the way to third there with an RBI triple.
And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Clayton Kershaw. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a real good performance, as you'll see in his final line. He gave him 7 2/3 good innings, and he was definitely the difference in this one.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game. John Lane gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Lane.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about a strike zone.
Just underway here in San Francisco. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Kane has his target. Here it comes on 3-2. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner. John Lane will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time.
Now batting, third baseman, John Lane.
And that misses inside 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well. As a hitting coach,
John Lane digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Tried to go out of the zone there as he reaches to foul this one off to the left. 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. 2 runs, 4 hits. 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
That's inside.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
Line to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So it's no... John Lane comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Hit to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. On to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here. A look at our line score. And, fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game. From Flushing, Queens, baseball from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark. John Lane gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Lane.
Harvey's ready. Here's the first pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Ikedi's Mets, as they enter play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
And they've got to feel good about where they stand in the division. They're on top. They're playing well. But remember, it's only May, so this thing's a long way from being over.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2.
John Lane is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Harvey over to first.
No, he's in there.
And he just manages to get his hand in. Harvey pauses. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball one,
and a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's a look over to first.
He's safe.
A dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a swing, and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second. John Lane will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats.
Third baseman, John Lane.
Hit hard to short. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting.
John Lane will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
And the way this inning's gone, his eyes had to be lighting up on that pitch, but all he could do was pop it up.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. He was hitting his spots all game long.
From the borough of Queens in Flushing, New York, welcome to beautiful Citi Field. Tonight, the second of 4. John Lane gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. These Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Always important to play good baseball.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Now stepping in and ready for another shot, John Lane, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Third inning, no score to this point. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for L.A. Home half of the third coming up. John Lane will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Walker has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. John Lane will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.